Coming to you weekly from Studio de los Muertos. An audio digest for every mark and stand across the land. You are listening to the Rap and Wrestling Connection.
Episode 4, the Rap and Wrestling Connection.
Back again.
4. Josh Beech Y'all.
J.C. Dangerously.
Rocky
Romone. Here in our dining room again.
From
Studio de los Muertos.
Say it again.
Studio de los Muertos.
I'm just gonna let you handle that. It's too much.
We are here again for the first time since before the Fastlane pay-per-view, where we made our predictions.
And we sound like dumbasses.
Do we?
Yeah, we did.
You think so?
Yeah, we didn't sound like you said. Like that's the props of like having it at the end of the week.
It's just the rub. You're gonna have to deal with being wrong for a whole week.
For 2 weeks?
We weren't wrong a lot. I mean, I knew that Roman Reigns was going to win.
Oh, yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, we got that.
But the big surprise Monday.
Oh,
we did not expect that.
Nobody expected that at all.
No.
We was partially right with the Undertaker being involved, though.
I just want to say that you can ask Josh, but I totally predicted it. I did. I totally predicted it. I predicted Shane coming back.
You say that you predicted it. You were watching it by yourself, so.
But I told you. No, I wasn't.
When did you?
I waited to watch it.
People have been fantasy booking Shane coming back for forever.
Well, as soon as he said there was this legacy award, and it was like Vince was making a big deal about it, and then like he started this speech, I'm like, Shane's coming back. Like that's it. Like because this is
when
about
they started
the
invoking family,
and legacy. I was like,
C's got Planet, yeah.
Boom, Shane's gonna come back. It's crazy.
Bumping. It was a huge shock to me, and to it had to have still been surprising to you. What nobody expected, and I guess everyone should have, was the level of that pop when he came back.
Yeah, he enjoyed it.
Yeah,
he just hung out.
Oh yeah,
he had goosebumps on goosebumps. Did you listen to his interview with Michael K on the Yes Network?
No.
Peter Rosenberg co-hosts that show with Michael K as ESPN sports show, and he talked about he was talking about how he had goosebumps on goosebumps, and I don't know.
That's cool. So it's in
goosebumps on goosebumps.
You mean it was an interview with Shane on the show?
Yeah, on the radio show. You can pull it up.
Oh, I need to hear that. Yeah, I'll have to listen to it.
Because he doesn't do too many interviews, so it's kind of like he has like a disclosed life,
He's pretty good at keeping it kayfabe too.
Yeah, he like he said in an interview. I'm glad you mentioned that. Like he's all about keeping it kayfabe. He doesn't believe like leaking information. It's kind of hard with being in the reality era, of, doing stuff like that. Because everything's up for grabs now, Because we're so fast. He's
doing a good job of working on Twitter.
Yeah,
what he's posted so far, he's he's definitely he's in it,
And he's making this. He's releasing workout videos. So this match is not going to be no bullshit ass match,
No, like what David Shoemaker calls a schmoz match. Yeah, no.
He's not going to get
those guys were excited.
They were.
Who can blame them? They were excited. They've loved Shane for a long time, and I mean, the biggest surprise is that everyone was just ready for Shane. They were primed.
Because it's kind of surprising with the reaction. You could tell people were shocked. People beside him were shocked that they love Shane as much as the next person, because everybody always are kind of private Shane marks, because Shane has a likable persona about him,
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Simba.
Well, yeah, but he also dodged any criticism of nepotism by putting his body on the line.
Yeah, and he really got us over with him by doing that. He put his body on the line for the business. He didn't have to because he's like the boss's son,
I just think it's so weird. I think it's so weird because I thought he was weird when I was younger and watching WCW. No, he was always on WWE.
Well, he, quote unquote, bought WCW
WCW
during the whole invasion takeover.
I found a lot of information about him too, man. This past couple of days, I didn't know. I knew about some of it, but he really tried to acquire like ECW twice. He wanted to make it like an online brand.
He also wanted to make, this is just hearing, secondhand from other podcasts and reading online and stuff, but he wanted to make WWE's website an aggregate for all of professional wrestling around the world. They would put up results for, TNA and Ring of Honor or whatever was, around at the time, and like ECW and stuff, and make it like the destination, the portal for pro wrestling.
The database for wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome if it was like the IMDb of wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, they would get so much traffic.
Yeah. But they didn't like the idea because that would have been diluting their brand with other promotions and stuff.
Right.
But
and Wikipedia is already out there.
But he was also pitching online. I mean, like you said, he was pitching online content for a long time. And then when he was in China, he was working on, a cable VOD company, an online like cable distributor. So he
really had his time. I think that kind of scared Vince to a certain extent too. Like he was kind of intimidated by that because like his son was like.
Becoming competition?
Yeah.
Well, you also hear mixed reviews on his booking ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, some people said that his booking ideas were horrible, but then like he had really good long-term plans or whatever. What if this has been an 8-year-long work? What if he was just opening markets in China and now they're gonna merge his company back with the WWE and then distribute the network through his VOD company? He's already built the pipeline in China.
I believe in an 8-year-long work.
8-year-long
Absolutely.
work. You're reaching.
No, these are the McMahons. This is wrestling.
It's true.
We'll never know the truth.
We never know.
We'll never know the truth.
That's the crazy thing about
How
it.
tall is Andre the Giant? If anyone's listening and cares to answer that question, actually,
how tall is
Andre the Giant? A real statistic, proof, first-hand account, a birth certificate, a death certificate. How tall was he when he was born? But
7'4".
According to
that's on Wikipedia.
But where did that come from?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
Okay.
I want to know how tall he was actually. 7'4" according to Wikipedia.
Yes, which is enormous. He's a big guy.
How tall is the Big Show? 7'2", right?
Paul White.
He's 7'2". I think he's 7'2", right?
Let's see.
So what other matches happened in Fastlane that way? All right, so did we predict that Ziggler was going to win that belt at all? Because I don't think we did. I think that we knew pretty much that Kevin Owens was going to win that match.
Kevin Owens just got it.
Yeah, again.
I think we're like, did KO?
Is he's the 2-time IC champ now?
That's a dope ass achievement.
What like
accolade?
The year of KO going into KO Mania, baby. I'm pumped on KO Mania. It's like other wrestlers would do that, and it would come across as such like cheesy garbage, like Y2K
it has
Mania,
a good ring
baby.
to it.
Well, it has a good ring to it, but he's also so self-aware as a character and a wrestler that it's like he's making fun of other wrestlers doing that. And it's not like he's doing anything special. He doesn't have a special entrance. He doesn't have a special outfit. He's just like, it's KO Mania, baby. But he just keeps doing the same.
He's the voice of the IWC. Like, he's an IWC darling. He's a troll. He's
definitely a troll.
But because of that, he's also a tweener.
Yeah.
He will never be a true heel.
And he doesn't allow his gimmick or his character to get stale either.
No, he mixes it up and tries different things and goes to different angles. Same with New Day.
Yeah. I'm starting to...
What?
I'm starting...
What's happening? What's happening?
The New Day is starting to lose their luster with the IWC.
What?
The shine is starting to wear off of New Day.
Why are we... I'm sorry, I feel like
they're on this island of no tag teams. They're by themselves. Now they defeated everybody. Who are they facing?
They have no competition. Maybe...
oh, yeah. I mean, I wish there were more competition within the tag team division.
In addition to some staples.
They're still hilarious, though, by the way.
Thank you.
They're always going to be funny. They're always going to be funny, but it's like the gimmick. Like, where does it go from here? I don't see a long-term plan.
Like break it up like the Shield. Who is the Seth Rollins?
Who is
Kofi?
Kofi turns on. Who does he?
Kofi is the Seth Rollins, but no, no.
Big E is the Roman Reigns. He's the face.
Who?
Big E is the face.
Big E is the face.
But Xavier is the heart.
Xavier is the creator. Xavier actually is the genius.
He's the heart and soul. Like
Dean. So he's the architect.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins.
Kofi's the architect, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kofi. Oh, okay, so you're saying that
Dean was the heart and soul
I'm
of the
agreeing.
show.
Yeah, I'm disagreeing.
Dean Xavier,
Okay.
Seth to Kofi,
Yeah.
and
Of
Roman
course,
to
the
Big
Biggie
E.
to Roman.
But Big E is so much better.
I'm not talking about like.
No, of course. No, of course. It's
No.
just
I'm talking about
straight
like
analog,
like,
1-to-1.
like face. Like
Yeah.
he's the face of like Roman was the face of the Shield.
Yeah,
He was.
and then Dean was like the engine.
We
that,
all
like-
knew Roman was the face of the Shield,
Yeah,
but he wasn't like
He
the
was
actual-
just silent in the back.
Yeah, he
and
was
it
so cool back then.
great.
He
He
was,
was-
so badass.
And
It's
he
like,
was
he had a
so
Goldberg-esque
cool
feel to him.
and so
just
good
beating.
looking. You know,
Yeah.
like the law of
But
averages.
brooding.
Yes,
he was way more Batman,
Yeah,
He was way more
that's,
Batman.
that's a good statement, Josh.
and now he's like Saturday morning Batman.
That cartoon was horrible.
Teen Titans.
yeah,
Ugh.
What Saturday morning?
Saturday morning Batman.
I
You
don't
can
know if
only
that's a
watch
real
the
show.
good Batman.
Batman
like-
the animated series.
and
is
Batman
the,
the
only one that
animated
counts.
series, the only one that
That was
counts.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mask of the Phantasm. They did a theatric release with it. It was good.
Were you a fan of Batman Beyond? I'm just off topic.
I never watched. No, I never watched much of it. I saw the pilot like a couple of times, and it's pretty good setup.
Yeah,
I don't watch much of it.
Okay, I'm
If
sorry.
it doesn't have the Joker, I don't care.
Sorry to derail
I don't. I just. I'm
the
so bored
wrestling
with Batman.
conversation.
Well, no, I mean it's. I was talking about that the other night about Roman being Batman because John Cena is super.
Super Cena.
He's Super Cena, but like Batman, Roman Reigns is also like misunderstood and disliked by the people, and like sort of persecuted.
Who
But that's
is?
because he's lame. Roman Reigns.
But
He's
Batman,
gonna-
Batman's a more of the people superhero.
Is he going to win the championship at WrestleMania? Is he going to get his big WrestleMania moment? Dave Meltzer thinks so, apparently, according to Squared Circle.
So, what are we setting up? So Rock is going to be in Roman Reigns' corner, right? That's what we're looking at, right? Is Rock host? What is he doing? Is he hosting?
I don't.
I heard he was hosting. But then
Has Rock said he was going to be at WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
He said it on Raw that he
maybe he promoted.
he's like, I'll see you at WrestleMania.
on IG. Yeah.
Yeah, IG is. I mean, but IG is different. I'm saying is he said it on.
He said see you at WrestleMania.
That's right, he did. After
With
that
Usos.
really long entrance.
Yeah, he did. He did like a Saturday Night Live
Yeah,
promo. He
I
did.
liked it.
It was alright.
I liked it.
Which Saturday Night Live pro? He did it
The one he did like backstage, the backstage
yeah.
thing
I
he
was
did
waiting
that
for him to
lasted
say, "What-
forever.
live from New York.
Yeah.
Just
When he like quote unquote slut shamed Lana.
Oh,
Like, girl,
yeah.
you flexible. Damn. He's so silly. Shame, Rocky.
No, never. I love you.
Even if he's holding Lana down, dude.
It doesn't.
He buried Lana.
matter.
I love Lana, dude.
She got
She was, man, before she got buried, before she got shuffled around, before her and Rusev
That hurt
split the first time, she was like,
over.
she was the most over, most dominant manager, like,
Wow.
next to Paul Heyman. Like, I mean, not even close, like a distant second, but still.
She was that feud, like that TMZ story angle. That's hurt her the worst.
It hurt.
hurt.
It hurt her the
Everybody.
worst. Ziggler.
No, because he's gone through stuff like that before. Like
And he's almost come back a few times.
misunderstood booking.
Yeah.
He's always going through that.
They don't know what to do. with it.
That's part of his gimmick, so to speak. 'cause, like,
It's just a mediocre wrestling
yeah.
gimmick.
He reminds me so much of Wale.
What else happened?
Wale?
Yeah,
Well,
Huh.
like he's a good worker, but his rapper gimmick doesn't. Like, he's misunderstood. He tries different things. He's very intelligent. He's good in the ring. He just don't. I don't
Doesn't
know.
connect.
Yeah, he connects, but then he doesn't connect, so to speak, too.
I tell you, I didn't say it the last time, did I? That he or Tyler Breeze Tyler Breeze is so new, but he's just not going over with the main crowd. Like, we've all loved him from NXT,
Yeah.
but, so, like, either Dolph Ziggler or Tyler Breeze could really do with the makeover that makes them look intelligent. That, like, where they are just completely different from, like, this wild person to, like, dressing, like, really, really, like, everything
Yeah.
is,
You think they could do that with Dolph Ziggler,
and,
too?
like, suits and, like, glasses. Either one of them. They would have to choose one, though.
I think they could push Dolph Ziggler closer to like a Dean Ambrose kind of guy, and it would work. He just needs to tone it down with the hair and the booty.
Yeah,
gyrations.
He needs to redo his look.
He's what
more than
MF Doom would
anything
call a stripper male.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
With gimmicks, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. MF Doom hates shirtless pretty boy rappers. He talks about that sometimes. It's like
Who fits in that mode?
I don't know. I mean, there was a period in like the late 90s, early 2000s with like Nelly and
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know any of their names. They obviously didn't hold up well, but yeah, I mean, there was a period where like, you know, having your shirt off on the cover was like a thing. Like, didn't DMX do that?
Yeah.
And he was like super ripped up, even though he's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Mystical. I remember he was
Yeah.
ripped up on the cover.
But it kind of works for DMX though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Street poet.
But then, like, you know, MF Doom's gimmick is like, you know, I like food and
And dope lyrics.
I'm a bad guy, but also, you know, he's kind of like the MF Doom character is kind of homophobic.
Yeah.
And yeah, at one point in the song Beef Rap, there's a cool cover of Mos Def doing that online on YouTube, just doing it word for word. But on Beef Rap, he's like, yeah, Fitty.
Fitty?
Of course.
Fitty did it?
He's the ultimate shirtless stripper male.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he
what,
really
what does he
is.
say? He's like, your rappers are stripper males out of work since they shut down the local Chippendales.
DMX? Here's DMX shirtless, everybody.
Did you just search for shirtless, topless
She
rap?
got him too. He's like,
Look, I
he's
have
got a
results.
collage.
Yeah.
LL Cool J.
Yeah, he's like the ultimate.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
LL
LL
Cool
Bean.
J is
the
just
godfather
as
of
definitely-
emo rap.
He totally is.
Dude,
he totally
yeah, I Need
is.
Love. Exactly.
Godfather, that's the first. That's the Drake before Drake. The Ja Rule before Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Oh my
Ja Rule,
gosh.
man. I'm glad he's gone. I'm
Ja
glad
Rule-
he's not around. He's so talentless.
He was very like okay.
What are we talking
The first when he first started out with I Can I Get a in his guest verse, you know, what's the his first like critically acclaimed album he had? What's the name of it, Jane?
God, I barely remember. It all ran together for so long for me that all that like
2000
2000 to 2004 pop rap
Wait,
music.
who are you talking about?
Ja Rule's album,
Okay.
Vinny Vetta Fitzy.
Vinny Vinny Vici.
Yeah,
Vinny
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 Vici.
Vici.
Yeah,
Got it.
that was a good album. That was
Yeah.
a good album. He has some good ones.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
I came, I saw, I conquered?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Vinny Vinny Vici. It's really old. Yeah. Sorry. I was trying to beat you, but you beat me. Shot roll. Information.
I remember, you know, I've never been a fan of 50 either.
Really?
I don't like 50 Cent. No. Never have.
No.
Like the first time I heard
No.
him in the club, like it doesn't help that he was sold as a gimmick long before I ever heard him.
Yeah.
But by the time you get around to hearing, by the time I got around to hearing in the club, I'd already heard about his, you know, massive cosign with Dre and Eminem and how they were both behind him, but he was like a real gangster dude, like really hard. He got shot a lot, and like he had this like big story, you know, going in. But then like, dude, the song In the Club does not sound like that rapper that they're selling.
It's commercial.
It's very, I mean, like it's like
Radio plays.
dude, like it was so bubblegum.
Yeah,
Like,
but it was street bubblegum though. Which
street bubblegum. Dirty bubblegum.
it was
Found
good
on the street.
bubblegum. Like Diddy always says it best. Like you gotta have like that. You gotta cross over to commercial. You had a commercial appeal. Get on the radio. Get the radio spins.
But he never had any appeal other than that. Like he was never. Has 50 ever been known for like decent lyrics?
No.
No.
He's
No,
just a
he's
gimmick.
not cre-
It's a
he's
gimmick.
not creative at all. It's
Which
just
is
something
why
to
some
sell.
people
He's
like
just a
it
product.
goes back to wrestling.
Yeah.
People are gonna love him because
It's
he's a gimmick. He's a good gimmick.
Good gimmick. Yeah.
He
He's
looks
a great
good.
Gimmick. Yes.
But apparently he's broke.
Remember when Timbaland got super swole up?
Mm-hmm.
He looked like a pro wrestler for a second. What is up with like Dre did it too? What's up with the producers that get like super ripped? human growth hormone. Were you reading about that?
What is it? What?
It was like an angle about that, like a big
On
story.
Reddit?
Yeah. No, it was like back in the day. I went on Reddit. Like it was a rumor about that.
Well, people on Reddit were talking about, on Squared Circle, we're talking about human growth hormone because of John Cena. Because, okay, newsflash, he might make it to WrestleMania.
Yeah, did you see that tweet he released at in the scary hours, 4:30 in the morning?
No, what was it? Hey, oh.
Scary hours.
That's
Scary
like 2 to 4 or 5. I consider that scary hours. Why are you up?
I mean, yeah.
Nothing.
That makes sense.
Nothing good.
Scary. Nothing happens
good.
between
nothing
2.
good ever happens after 2 a.m.
This man is in the lab working to get the 32, Josh.
He wants to get that paycheck. He
Read
wants
the
to help.
tweet. You can feel the emotion in that tweet. He said, defy odds.
I did see that. I saw that tweet. I didn't see the time. I should always look at the time.
Yeah. That makes the tweet even better if you look at the time.
Yeah. Jeez.
Like, if he tweeted this, like, if it was around 7, he could be eating.
Right. Somebody posted the picture of him. There's a really funny gif of him from Total Divas where he's ignoring Nikki because he's on the internet. He's just like looking at his laptop and his phone while his wife, his girlfriend, is like, you know, posing in a fancy like dinner outfit in front of him, and he's just like, ignore wife, acquire karma. Like, he's just being he's. Did you see the troll IG post about BizCliz?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, apparently BizCliz is a carny version of Bullet Club that the Bullet Club themselves call themselves. Mm-hmm. And they also apparently really like Bud Light limes. So, yeah. Cena posted an IG post of a Bud Light lime logo, but it was affected to say BizCliz. He's just trolling. Everyone wants to talk about how the rumor is that tomorrow night Bullet Club's going to debut. But
I think it's just a shirt. He's just trolling.
I think everybody's...
I think it's a shirt because like he's been showing like different angles of the shirt, the bulletproof shirt. But why? How does it work for... They don't have any momentum, and it comes at an odd time where everybody's focusing on the Shane Undertaker.
There was a leak. He got ignored and downvoted until after the shit went down on Monday night. But
Who did?
somebody posted a leak post on Squared Circle that said that Shane MacMahon was going to come out, and it got like ignored. But then afterwards, it got dug back up, and the Redditor was like verified as like somebody with valuable information.
What is that guy that said watch the show from like beginning to end? Was that you talking about that guy?
No, I think that was somebody from radio or like.
He said watch the show from beginning because Christmas comes early.
Yeah, actually, that they talked about that on Cheap Heat. I
saw that.
It was some sports network. I don't remember, sports magazine or something.
So at least a couple. I mean, obviously people had to know that he was going back. This is the Scary Time tweet.
Scary Hours.
Scary Hours tweet. It was actually, Friday night, Saturday morning, 4:32 a.m. It's, he might get up that early just to do rehab. He's crazy.
He's been up. He was up the whole day.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You don't think he's sleeping?
He don't sleep. John Cena's up sleep.
Dude.
Yeah. Anyway,
He has to have energy to bury people.
I saw a Smart on Squared Circle say that if John Cena comes back by WrestleMania 32, that they would never boo him again.
Lies. It's like every time I've
He loves to hate this guy. He loves the booze. He loves being
in the center. He loves being polarizing.
Yeah, he loves being polarized. He loves being that love-hated person.
Yeah. All of the best.
It goes back to like my angle for like Drake and LeBron. They love to be hated. They love that attention.
The haters, yeah. They're part of your key rating.
They're the face.
That's
it all adds up.
Okay, wait. Rap angle. This is something that really, really bothers me about Kanye, since I'm sitting at a table full of Kanye lovers. Like, maybe he just grew a sense of humor in the past year or so, but he can't shrug that off. He can't be like, I love to start up the haters. Like, he gets butthurt about stuff sometimes.
Kanye's very sensitive.
See, it's very sensitive, and I just don't like that. It's like the least... It's like the least mature thing about him. He's so...
It's just how upset he gets about people criticizing him.
He can't handle any criticism, and that's just like, he dishes out so much shit.
He went on another rant this week.
He put up Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah,
Pharaoh, I mean.
Yeah, he totally did.
Wait,
Put him over.
He's
wait, Kanye put Will Ferrell over?
Triple H put somebody over.
Yeah, for real. He actually had something nice to say for a change. What did he say? I can't remember what he said.
He said like he said reached like God status with his comedy.
Of course he has.
And he said I know, but he said
with his comedy, Kanye.
Yeah, and Zoolander too. He says he took 10 years off and he revived the character that how long ago the movie was, like 12 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time between the two.
And he said like he revived the character as if it was new, which is kind of, I haven't seen Zoolander 2.
I haven't either.
Heard the reviews about it? Is it?
No, has it? Wait,
I
has it
haven't
even come out? Like we wanted to see it.
It's out.
Okay.
It's out.
It's out.
I think,
and it hasn't gotten bad reviews. Apparently, like they didn't rehash the first movie. They tried different jokes. The
commercials look real good.
Moved the characters forward. The biggest criticism I've seen from the movie is that the cast is overstuffed and there are too many cameos.
I heard there's a lot of cameos. Cameos does take away though. I know Justin Bieber's in there.
Oh, Jane loves cameos.
I love cameos. I like it when my friends from another social group show up at the party that I'm at with my other group of friends. It makes me so excited.
True. It reminds me of like a little gif of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and they meet Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, dude. All of our friends.
That's awesome. No, I love it on my TV shows because like science.
So how do you think when her
incestuous.
beloved Green Arrow showed up in her beloved kayfabe?
Oh my gosh, Stephen Amell when he was on there.
Are we getting that at 32?
What's that?
Are we getting that at 32?
I don't know. I mean, they teased it at a con, but that's not like within the. I don't know. Does that? What are they doing with Stardust, man? I mean, I know that Cody likes the gimmick, but I don't know. Whatever. We'll see.
We've got off track. Like this is like the.
Nah, who cares, man?
We're going everywhere.
Yeah, we're at 26 minutes already, but whatever.
But we've talked about rap.
We did.
We've talked about wrestling. And then rap and then wrestling again.
Yeah.
I think we're doing fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
We're going back and forth. This is what this show is.
It's okay. And
Best of both worlds.
Like,
It's a remix.
But not like the Jay-Z R. Kelly album. That was bad.
Was it
No.
bad? I never listened to it. That was before I really started listening to a lot of rap music. I got to go back and listen to a lot of old stuff that I've never listened to. But at the same time, like I feel like right now we're at the punk rock period of rap music, thanks to Tyler and Earl and Danny Brown, and those guys who are like not beholden to like any sort of like old school tradition.
Yeah,
like they're trying like new stuff and they're trying to bring new stuff in. Like you've got people that sort of straddle it, like Kenny, but then you've got people who are like straight up like fuck the old school, like Tyler.
Yeah,
and then you
hear like that, like they give tribute to like the old school too, especially with Earl.
Oh no, yeah,
and
Earl
Tyler. They still give tribute to the forefathers of like of rap and stuff.
Some of it, but they're not beholden to it necessarily. They don't talk about how Tupac is God.
No,
like
as long as you have that competitive feel, like Earl has a competitive feel to his rap.
Tupac and Biggie were gimmicks.
yes, they were gimmicks. And they weren't. I mean,
they didn't deserve to die. And then, like a lot of wrestlers, they started living the gimmick.
But they kind of like add like a sense like aura to him too, especially Tupac. Is he still alive? He lives on forever. His music's timeless,
But what would happen if Tupac had started putting out records in the year 2014, where everybody knows everything about everyone? People would have immediately seen his old costumes with EPMD, Humpty Dance and stuff.
Oh, you talking about Digital Underground?
Yeah, Digital Underground. Yeah, and that would have immediately been dug up like as soon as, and then like he would have been relegated to like a Drake because of Degrassi. Like nobody would take him seriously. The whole Thug Life thing, like the idea of like there was like some sort of social movement behind Tupac, never gotten off the ground because people wouldn't have taken them seriously long enough to listen to him.
Did you read that story? Like he was trying to like make an album with Outkast, like so many other rappers.
Ooh. No.
Look that up.
Outkast
make like
and
a super
Tupac
group. And like a whole bunch of other like feature MCs. And think about it, that's wrestle rap too, because like Tupac worked his way up the ladder. Digital Underground, he was a fucking like tour.
He was a jobber. Oh my God, you're right. He was totally on the job
that's
squad.
wrestle rap connect.
Yeah.
He worked his way up
Whoa,
the
this
car.
one's in Rolling Stone.
What? About the super rap?
Yeah,
From when?
about Tupac Outkast album. It was a letter. There was a letter.
Yeah, he wrote a letter
that
He's
reveals
so sick. Tupac is
a
sick.
planned collaboration.
Handwritten?
Yes.
It's a recently unveiled handwritten
Justice
letter,
Buzzword.
likely written in the mid-90s. Shakur tells a friend that about a planned group album called One Nation that would have featured Outkast, Scarface, E40, Buckshot, The Outlaws, Greg Nice, and Smith & Wesson.
First off, Scarface and Andre 3000 and Tupac and Big Boy is enough for me. You know?
Yeah.
I'm good with those.
That's
those
all.
few.
That,
I don't need anybody else.
That would be crazy.
Tupac and Scarface is enough, really. No, and 3000. I need 3000.
And all it shows the note, and he's like,
Bro, he's sick. He had so many ideas that never got the ground. He wanted to make like a death row, like East or something like that.
He was so young.
Yes, and he seemed like he was so old.
Yeah, you're right.
He was ahead of his time. Like that's sick, man. He was gonna be a good actor too. I think he would have been.
this was such a big deal when we were growing up. This was the Biggie Tupac thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
gosh. We were in, like, middle and high school, and it was so bizarre.
Yeah,
it was all over the
even
place.
as someone who wasn't listening to rap music at the time,
Yeah.
it still got to me as a little kid.
Yeah.
Very
I knew-
intriguing.
yeah, you couldn't help but hear about it.
Well, it was crazy. The first Biggie album that I ever heard came out, and then I found out he was dead. It was like, that was it.
That's crazy. Like that Life After Death, like the album got released right after he died. It was called After Death.
Hypnotized. I heard Hypnotized, and then all of a sudden this guy got shot. And then Hypnotized just kept on keeping on. And then Puffy made all that money with that crazy song that he made.
I'll be missing you. That Sting cover.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, people were really upset at him.
They were very upset. What is Sean Combs doing these days?
Well, he's still being the mogul.
Really?
Still making
I mean,
money.
what's he
Selling
in
something.
control of?
Revolt. That's a real big popular. That's one of the true music channels out there now.
Revolt?
Revolt TV.
I've never heard of it.
That's what we get.
It can't be as bad as Tidal because people aren't pissed off at it.
No, Revolt is like kind of like what MTV and VH1 drifted off from,
Oh, so it's like music television.
which is dope as hell. We need that.
Yeah. Well, people like to act like music videos aren't good.
Music
Or
video,
they're-
like they
they're
sell the
gone.
song.
Dude, but right now because of the internet, music videos are way better than they've ever been.
Wait, who did you tell me to look up? Who am I looking up?
Revolt TV.
Okay.
So Shane came back this week. That was huge.
So, okay, this is
This episode is called More Rap, Less Wrestling.
that's fine. What else happened, though? I mean, that was just so overblown. It just, like...
Yeah, that was enough.
It
like,
eclipsed everything
Yeah,
that
true.
happened. I mean, I think something happened on NXT.
everything
but-
short circuited.
yeah.
Yeah.
NXT, they're setting up for the big number one contenders match between Zayn and Samoa
It'll be like a
Joe.
2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3 falls.
And we get the kind of like the passing of the torch with Finn and Neville next week.
Yeah, Finn and Neville are fighting. That's gonna be fun. I mean, that's just gonna be a fun match. Like,
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a great match. They're so,
Neville's
like...
great.
They are, obviously part
know.
fairy people from,
Is Finn the
The
greatest NXT champion, Josh?
yes.
I never saw. I wasn't watching when Seth Rollins was
Okay.
champion. We started watching right at the tail end of Bo Dallas's reign. I wish that
Gosh.
Sami Zayn had been champion for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to him getting it back.
I wish we had been watching NXT when Seth Rollins had the belt in NXT.
Yeah, Seth Rollins
Whoa.
was the first NXT champion.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Seth
I knew
Rollins.
they were in NXT. I knew they came from NXT.
Seth Rollins was a champion.
Big E was a champion too.
Yeah, Big E had an awesome gimmick actually. He had the 5 count gimmick. He was like, 3 ain't enough. Yo, I need 5. And he would make the ref count to 5 when he pinned. Dude, isn't that? That's dominant, dude. I love it. He's like, yo, 3 ain't enough. I need 5.
The 5 count champ.
5.
5 count.
Give me 5.
That's badass.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, in 2015, Forbes estimated Sean Puff Daddy, P. Diddy
It's all one name.
Combs. Yes. Net worth it was $735 million. So he's doing all right.
There's a clip in South Park.
He's doing pretty good for
doing
himself.
okay.
He's all right.
Yeah.
There's a really funny clip in South Park where Satan is trying to have a party, but he keeps getting upstaged by Diddy, and he's like, "Damn it, what didn't Diddy do?"
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
no,
funny.
didn't we just watch
Diddy-
that? We
Diddy
just
did it.
watched that. It was great. Diddy already did it.
That's the Biggie.
Diddy
That's
did
the Biggie Smalls episode where they summon Biggie Smalls like Candyman.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen that?
Yeah, I seen that
Biggie
one.
Smalls. Oh, I love South Park.
Man, why y'all gotta keep summoning me?
One of the
so
best
sad.
episodes of South Park is a Kanye episode.
Yeah.
Like,
fish.
Oh yeah,
yeah, the gay fish, the best joke.
I love fish dicks.
Kanye West's crew murders Carlos Mencia
Yeah.
in one of the most satisfying scenes in television history. It's beautiful.
I still haven't. I didn't see that. I
Oh,
didn't
Finn's
see
34?
that. What?
Finn's 34?
Yeah, he's 30s. Yeah, I knew that.
Oh.
I mean, I thought maybe it was closer to 32, but yeah.
Who?
Wait. 34.
Finn Balor.
34 is not old in wrestling.
Yeah, Finn Balor is young.
If Rick can do it, we all can do it.
Dude, the dudes that are wrestling right now are going to look at Ric Flair's age nothing like Ric Flair.
True.
No, they're not. They're just such a shiny-eyed and fresh pink-cheeked little
None of them
no
do.
drugs
None of them do the
group.
drugs.
Like-
None of them party the same.
Yeah.
They work their fucking dicks off like way harder than any of the dudes back then worked as
Yeah.
far as like what they put their bodies through. But they have rehabbing and fitness and nutrition down to a science, well and beyond what any of the 20th century wrestlers were doing.
You know, it's kind of like livestock.
Oh yeah,
like-
we just get
like
better
the
and better and
way,
better at
you know,
training them, and
You know, it used to be dirtier and more gross, and there used to be like a lot fewer regulations. And
now we have like
have,
GMO wrestlers.
cleaned up the herd. And, you know, somebody finally figured out that it was a good idea to, you know, clean and feed well your little charges.
Your wrestling stock.
Your wrestling stock. Yes. Which just leads to my greater kind of like instinctual revulsion against all these group games, because I just think it's like, like all game
Human
herding, and just using for our entertainment. They're like little drones.
See, the only teams you get in wrestling are tag teams. That's not really a club.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you get a stable, but that's fine too. It's
Yeah.
the largest group. Like, once a group gets to a certain size, they start sucking. Like, look at NWO. Early NWO was awesome when there was, like, at the most, like, 6, 7, 8.
Still a lot.
That's still a lot. But,
Why
dude,
was it so big?
by the end, like, they
Wasn't
had
like
swallowed up
NWO.
half the roster.
Like, the gimmick was like, what the story angle was like, NWO versus everybody, right? Kind of like the DC
Yeah.
versus everybody.
And they just started, like, they would just start dominating and going after everybody, and then eventually, like, people would just defect to them. But this was also, like, kind of a shoot, because NWO had tons of perks backstage because of how close they were to... I mean, like, if you were in NWO, you were running with the vice president of the company all the time. Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
And that's a shoot. Like, he was the actual VP at WCW at the time. And he's in NWO. They get preferential treatment. All the big dudes, like, all the big draws, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, Dennis Rodman. Anybody? Eventually Macho Man Randy Savage.
Carl Malone.
Carl Malone and
He was
DDP.
DDP, yeah.
Carl Malone and DDP had to team up against Rodman.
That was crazy.
Dennis the Worm Rodman.
Worm.
That was his gimmick. He was the Worm. Because he was, you know, he was a cheater. He helped Hogan cheat. He was like,
Gross.
yeah, it was. It's kind of
Gross.
gross. Yeah.
Gross.
I used a fantasy book as a child, NWA versus NWO. Who would win?
Oh my gosh. Which
I used to
members
draw it
of
up,
the
like, in my
NWO?
notebook.
Who would
How-
win?
How many? Who all was in NWA? How
That's
big
a
was
good
it?
serious question. Look at your face, Josh.
I mean, Scott Hall is in one group, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He would
I
throw
think
him like
the
a sack of
wrestlers
shit.
would win, but I didn't. So NWA was 5 people.
NWO was what, like, I would have them, of course.
Oh, in the NWO, how many were there to start out with the
I'm
NWO?
looking it up too.
In the early days of the NWO, it was just 3 people.
Yeah, he's the outsiders, right? Like,
Yeah, it was the Outsiders with Hulk
and
Hogan.
Hogan,
Yeah, just Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan. And then they started growing. I know that their 6th member was Sean Waltman, because that's where the name Six came from, and thus Six Pac, which was turned into X Pac when he went back to the. Anyone that thinks that DX was anything other than
NWO Jace.
Yeah, it was
just their attempt to put on something.
It was just NWO
and more
light.
corny jokes.
More Jerry Springer, less gangster rap.
Yeah, NWO was more like hip hop, more influenced.
Oh man, Kevin Nash was such a stan, like a proto stan. Like he had the backwards bandana, like the not tied in front, and he was doing his.
How many sub factions do they have? God.
Oh, dude, it got so convoluted. But by the time I stopped watching WCW,
it got watered down. They milked that.
It was BWO, NWO White.
Let's bring it back to the present for a second. Mm-hmm. Speaking of people, do you remember that 3 months ago we were talking about how full the roster seemed and how it was crazy that they put all these people out there, and now we're talking about, oh my gosh, they don't have anybody to do tag teams.
Everybody got beat up.
What happened?
I was actually going to say something about that earlier. It looks like they're trying to build at least 2 new tag teams.
Okay.
Golden Truth. You roll your eyes. They'll get together.
No, that's going to be awesome.
They can work it out. Dude, R-Truth is on a hella good run right now.
Ever since that goddamn, he forgets what the match is.
Yeah, he's just
he's over, but he's good in the ring, man.
Are we getting Kane and Big Show as a tag team again?
I hope not. Who cares about that?
No, I mean it isn't.
Big Show's been on. I wrote that down in my notes. Big Show's been on a good run lately, bro.
Big Show was awesome on Austin's show.
It was awesome. I think it's the Birmingham rub. He's been great since Birmingham. Since you put him over, Josh.
I put him over at Birmingham, dude.
Our truth.
Josh Beech Y'all.
What, you put who over in the ring?
Big Show.
Him
and this kid.
Me, I was surrounded by little kids, and when the Wyatts were jumping Big Show in the ring, he had just turned face on SmackDown right before that. He had just turned face and joined with Reigns Bros, Team Reign Bros, Shield Bros. He helped them and turned face. So that Monday at Birmingham, which we were at live, I was surrounded by little kids, 8, 9-year-old kids. And when the Wyatts jumped Big Show, I popped for him with the kids. They started chanting, "Big Show, Big Show." And I joined in, and then the chant spread around the entire arena.
That's awesome. Aw, that's so heartwarming.
And so I guess Big Show has been over ever since because of me and the little kids. I just couldn't help it. They all started chanting. These little kids started chanting, and they wanted Big Show to get up and defend himself. And I got wrapped up with them, man. I love watching wrestling with little kids, man. Also like listening to rap music with little kids. Really violent, misogynistic, gross rap music with I'm just kidding. I'd never do that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is it? Truth does golden truth. That's it.
Golden
truth does.
That stable.
Check it out. Our Truth is 44,
and
Goldust is 46.
They're old as fuck.
Yeah,
they're the oldest tag team.
Well, there's another tag team that's sort of forming right now between AJ and Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah,
they're talking about making a legitimate run at the tag team championships. They were even talking about fighting New Day and possibly having a tag team match at WrestleMania. That was in a promo on SmackDown this week.
Yeah.
And it was exciting.
It was exciting.
You want AJ to get a singles run. Maybe this can build to another actual feud between them. Maybe they break it down in the ring. Yeah. Maybe it happens at WrestleMania. Maybe Jericho turns heel Monday night after WrestleMania.
He's done that. We've seen that already. He turned heel already though.
Yeah, but is he going to he'll put AJ over?
Yeah, but he's put him over.
He's already put him over. You're right.
So I was thinking
this will tread him down. Yeah, dude.
Kevin Owens was tweeting that he was ready for AJ Styles and stuff. So I was kind of pull the trigger. I thought I was gonna pull the trigger on the IC title feud with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens.
I mean, I would be for that.
At 32, AJ Styles get his WrestleMania moment. He was talking about WrestleMania moment.
AJ Styles and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania 32. They've got 5 weeks to put that together.
Yeah,
they could do it.
I don't know. We still don't have a clear WrestleMania picture.
Kevin Owens is so good, man. He's one promo away from starting a program with anybody else on the roster.
It's true. That's true.
Just one promo away. All he has to do is open his mouth and let the poison fall out,
and then it will.
And then,
that's true.
And then it's on.
He can book a program with anybody like at the Go Home show.
Yeah, at the Go Home show, we would be waiting for the fight. Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
Man, yeah, Kevin. I mean, only problem is like you said, as long as he's the mouthpiece of the IWC, he can never be a true heel.
Swinger.
Yeah.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Very true.
That, you know what? Why don't we get rid of face and heel and just adopt the Dungeons and Dragons alignment for wrestlers? It would be so much more nuanced, and then we wouldn't have to worry about what Roman Reigns is anymore. Is he your face or is he a heel? No, he's, lawful good.
We've got to get into that Triple H. Triple H's a face. He's the ultimate face right now.
He's way over, dude.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen a grown man so excited to do the suck it thing.
Oh man, when he
that was like the ultimate fuck you, the Roman.
Like, yeah,
dude, he buried
so
Roman so hard on Monday
pumped
night,
up.
man. He put Roman under so bad on Monday night.
And I hate it. Like SmackDown kills me because like they edit out like the boos, like the cheers, like somebody's
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah, they're gonna. I mean, that's
So
SmackDown.
stupid. Because like I know Triple H was getting cheered during that segment.
So the brand split rumors are now louder than ever.
This is okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense
Because of Shane.
because of Shane and Triple H.
Triple H gets SmackDown, and he can call up NXT superstars anytime he wants to.
But they've also mixed up the presentation on the two shows to make them pretty different from one another now.
AJ's on SmackDown, seems like.
Oh yeah, that's his show. Yeah, so he even got promo time with Jericho.
And Mark Henry.
Well, I'm glad Mark Henry's better, and they're doing something with him.
I'm glad Mark's feeling better.
But they're
these days.
just doing wrong. They just do whatever with him. Like it's like we need a third man. Well, there's always a Mark Henry to add.
Or a Big Show.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
Yeah.
Because a couple of weeks ago he was helping the New Day, and now he's gonna help. Like
He look real stupid with the unicorn on his head.
everyone does, except for somehow those three guys. They believe their gimmick so much. They had to. It was the only way anyone would ever pay attention.
Yeah.
Is they had to believe their own gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so good at it.
Mm-hmm.
They just need opponents. But like I said, it looks like there's some tag teams forming. They should have brought... Edge and Christian should have introduced Enzo and Cass. Period. They blew it at Fastlane by not doing that.
Yeah.
Big time.
It seems like they were like, we don't have anybody else to fight.
Yeah, we don't have anybody else to fight. Their intro would have gotten a huge pop.
And that kills momentum on them too. That kills their gimmick and their
They really
character.
don't have many places to go right now in NXT unless they win the tag team championships at Takeover Dallas
And then Premier.
with the tag team belts. Like, what the fuck, man?
You don't like that?
No,
I mean, they're not gonna.
don't-
Nobody's gonna get called up with holding the belt.
I don't.
Kevin Owens did.
Kevin Owens did.
Well, Kevin Owens did.
I
So
don't
did
think-
Sasha. Sasha showed up
You're
on
right.
the main show and then
There's
had to
nothing wrong
go
with that.
back
Like,
and
I am
give
the
up with
best
the belt.
here. I can dominate here too on the main roster.
I
Yeah.
don't like seeing the NXT belts on the main roster.
I do. He's gonna give it feel like I'm like a braggadocious feel. Like I'm the champion. I can become the champion on the main roster too. I'm a badass. I'm a force to be reckoned with.
I just feel like it dirties. It sullies those
And then
those NXT belts.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
we're so
Make some
like,
dirty-
adamant about this.
Let's put the Divas Championship and the Women's Championship like next to one another and like
Yeah.
equate them in status. No, that cheapens the NXT Women's belt. Which, aside from a little bit of pink and some sparkles, at least it doesn't look like a Lisa Frank tramp stamp of a championship belt.
WWE. This is from the women who watch wrestling of the world. Fix that fucking Divas belt and don't make it look like shit.
At the least,
It's a butterfly with pink all over it, and it's insulting when you are raising a crop of artists
incredible
who are
athletes.
incredible athletes and who are fighting like all on their own and like looking like badasses. Fix the belt. The belt doesn't fit them. The belt doesn't fit like the lingerie fight that you cultivated for the past 25 years. It doesn't. Like,
I mean, but now Charlotte looks better with that belt than Paige did, at least,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sasha looks amazing.
and Nikki.
Sasha looked amazing when she held it up. She looks amazing all the time, though.
Sasha looks good with that belt. Charlotte looks good with that belt. But the belt, it looks like a cheap bauble compared to...
But it was AJ Lee's belt, though.
Yeah, I know it was made for her.
Yeah.
She's gone.
She's been gone for a minute.
Get over it. Stop.
Oh, God. Well, think about if we got AJ Lee versus Sasha. Or that'd be a good match.
Whoa.
You're right.
That'd be amazing.
That would have been awesome.
Or AJ versus Becky.
Oh, yeah. That would have been awesome, too. AJ was just so far beyond the talent of all the people she was working with.
Everybody.
Like, she was there. She's just there, like, 5 years early. Like, because if she had been a part of it now... You
could say the same thing for Punk, but Punk leaving it made room on the roster for dudes like Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Still, if Punk came back right now, it would be awesome. You do Punk,
I'll come back, Josh.
Punk heel, do Punk heel and Kevin Owens face, man. And be like, no, you left.
No,
I'm here.
Tweener.
Just a double tweener. Nobody's gonna, see, like CM Punk can never be a true heel either.
He'll be true face either. So he's just both. He's like Austin
and
anti-hero. Anti-hero.
And Cena, the anti-face.
Yeah. God damn, that's what he is.
Yeah.
Cena's the anti-face?
That's what he is.
He's like an anti-face, like an anti-hero.
He's a heel, face. He's a face, heel. Like, didn't we Inception this one time?
He has a Walter White feel to him.
Yeah, exactly. I thought we like peel back the layers of the onion on.
I want to see a Heisenberg run.
God damn it,
John Cena.
All the way to the top.
Yeah. I think we should devote an entire episode just as John Cena.
You're goddamn right.
Yes.
Dude, man, like, Walter White was one of the scariest gangsters that's ever been on TV.
But he wasn't scary, though. But
Not
he was
at first.
Scary.
Eventually he was.
He turned into a fucking insane
By the end, where he's like, I'm in the
yeah.
empire business, I was like, man, fuck you, Walter.
I don't know how. I never gave up. I loved him through the whole thing. And then I was like,
Skylar was a dumbass.
My favorite line in the
Yeah,
whole series was
yeah.
Schrader's last words. Where they're like, are you Walt's brother-in-law? And he's like, my name is Asac Schrader. You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
and he gets shot in the head.
Yeah, that was bad.
So what a way to go out. He at least went out with some cojones.
We've got to. I mean, we just need to rewatch it now that we know
Yeah,
the jig is up.
Twice.
Now that we know the trajectory of
Yeah.
Walter White.
I was thinking about that this morning. That's crazy. Synchronicity. Like, why was I thinking about
season
Blue
2 of
Meth?
Better Call Saul is out. Yeah, we need to watch that.
I haven't gotten into it. It's kind of slow. It's just a slow build up. It's like 3 or 4 years, like 4 or 5 years ahead.
I am a Bob Odenkirk mark until the day I die. I'm serious. I think he's one of the greatest actors in the world, and I think he's one of the funniest men that's ever lived.
He's hilarious.
He's hilarious. Man, yeah, it's funny how Shane coming back just steamrolls everything. But like that match, first of all, it's not confirmed yet. What if Undertaker shows up tomorrow night and he's like,
"No, I'm not working for Vince."
Yeah, exactly.
The Undertaker impersonation.
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
Wait, so what if the Undertaker shows up tomorrow night and does what?
Says he's not going to work for Vince.
That's true because like they have like a hatred
because
Oh.
history
and like. Undertaker's got some like autonomy within the WWE. Like the people don't answer for him. He's like an elemental. It's like you wouldn't ask like Thunder and Lightning to work for you. Like you wouldn't demand like as the owner of this universe, you wouldn't demand that like the elements work for you. Even though Vince McMahon totally went over God at one point.
What?
Yeah,
he thinks he's God.
he went over God. No, like he went over God.
Yeah.
Well, you can find it. Vince McMahon goes over God.
No, like Shawn Michaels versus like tag team match with like God as his partner. Right?
Yeah.
That was so crazy. That ruthless aggression there was so weird.
I tuned out around the Finger Poke of Doom at the same time in WWE.
Yeah, that will make you quit watching wrestling.
The corporate ministry.
That was pretty good though. I like the corporate ministry.
See, I think I was too old for it at that point. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm brand new. I'm like a baby. Like a shiny pink baby.
Give me more wrestling. Give me more wrestling.
Yes, exactly.
I need all of it.
Exactly.
The good and bad.
But yeah, there's no confirmation yet that he's going to be on Raw tomorrow night. They've announced that Undertaker's going to be on Raw.
So I'm looking for a Bullet Club formation on Monday.
Yeah, and they're going to fight.
Wait,
they're
a
gonna
Bullet
fight the
Club
Undertaker.
formation on Monday?
That's what they say.
That's the rumor.
But I think it's gonna be shirts.
So Finn Balor is gonna come up to Raw tomorrow night,
and then the rest of the Bullet Club
and the Bullet. Who all's the
Kevin
Bullet
Owens
Club?
did it.
Which
He was on
one?
both.
Doc Gallows and Anderson.
But I heard Doc had like more
More dates?
Yeah, more true. Independent dates.
Huh. They've been working with dudes that had independent dates for a while in NXT.
Yeah.
They're starting to let up on that. They're even starting to put over.
I think it's Triple H voiceover reason in that.
They're starting to put over the accomplishments of indie wrestlers.
You have to.
I mean, like, they're making it a storyline that it doesn't matter what happens as long as it doesn't happen, as long as it happens outside of the WWE. That's like part of AJ's storyline, but that still acknowledges that he had a career outside of the WWE.
It's kind of like that with indie rap too. Like you have to acknowledge like people's success without releasing LPs now. With mixtapes, people can get like major buzz off mixtapes.
Self-releasing?
Yeah,
dude.
It's so synonymous, man.
You can throw whatever you want at me. I know that people hate him. Talk about polarizing. But Lil B's never signed with anybody.
Yeah, he has a major cult following.
He has like a
strong following.
The word cult actually fits for Lil B.
Yeah.
Like, people are obsessed with Lil B. And he's never even guested on a labeled like release, I don't think. Like, I've heard him guest with Wayne before, but I don't think it was on one of Wayne's LPs.
It was on his tape.
Yeah, it was on a tape.
Yeah. It was on Dedication. No, it was on that was on no I don't know what that was.
How do you feel about Brandon McCartney? Lil B.
I like Lil B. I mean, he's the ultimate troll.
Yeah.
But he made himself.
He did make himself.
If I keep saying it, it'll happen, just like Donald Trump.
You know who else just like? Oh my God. I just figured it out. You want to talk about rap and wrestling connection? Lil B and Ryback have the same gimmick.
Yeah.
It's The Secret.
The Secret. That's
Like, it's like the idea of like ultimate wish fulfillment, where like if you wish hard enough, things happen for you. Like, that's exactly what Lil B talks about. I mean, not only is that what Lil B talks about, that's what Lil B did. Like, first I park my car, then I fuck your bitch. Like, he was talking about, like, he was like projecting his fantasy of like rap success before it actually happened.
Yeah.
Just like Ryback talks about, like, if you whatever you imagine, you can
that
make
big
it.
Guy.
You can make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah, true.
So yeah, Lil B and Ryback have the same gimmick.
Or maybe they're the same person.
But like the only thing with Ryback, he doesn't nearly has a cult following as Lil B does.
No. Lil B is like, people are obsessed. I was for a minute, dude. 2012, Lil B 2012, Protect, Task Force, all the way, man. I was in it. White Flame mixtape. I love that tape, man. Bass God, fuck my bitches.
Bass God, fuck my bitches.
Have you heard that? Have you heard the Chance the Rapper and Lil B tape?
I haven't heard that. I should listen to it. Chance has got a crazy style too, man. He can get way off kilter. Yeah, very. Not as unorthodox as Danny Brown. Danny Brown's the king of unorthodoxy. Yeah. He can do crazy things.
I'm a sucker for unorthodox flows. Like
me
Gunplay,
too, man.
Chance the Rapper, a guy I listen to named Rob Banks, Danny Brown.
That's why I like Doom.
Yeah, Doom's very
Doom
unorthodox.
has this weird like skipping on the beat thing, like.
But he does it, and it's poetic how he does it.
It's like elemental. It's like a sculpture.
Yeah, he's like just scrabble and makes it art.
Yeah, but it's like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like Earl Sweatshirt has talked about before. Earl Sweatshirt has said, like, you know, he's down with proverbs because, like, flexing is saying as much as you can with as few words as possible.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Doom is incredible at that. He's a villain till the earth crust bust. It's incredible. Man, that's been an hour already. We didn't talk about anything useful.
Yeah, we did. We talked about Shane, and we talked about rap. We determined that Sean Combs,
the one with Shane comes back,
is you know.
I made a little bit. Let's see. What can
solvent. What else? What's on your notes?
I didn't finish. That's
Rocky brought notes.
SmackDown had an age promo, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. He had the bloody gauze of Roman Reigns.
Badass.
Fake
He's
blood.
Face.
It was awesome.
Face.
He's
That's
totally
face.
fake. That was so face, dude.
Face.
I know. How can you
What?
boo that?
Jane,
Which one?
brought back the gloves.
The promo at the
tape.
beginning of SmackDown where Triple H had like, he's like, I got his sweat, and then he has the tape
was it out his jacket?
from Roman's hands. He had it from because like Roman bled all over his own hands, bled quote unquote. he pulls the tape from Roman's hands out of his jacket pocket that are still like red and covered in blood. And he's like, I got his blood.
That was a tape.
Like he was talking about like, yeah.
I think I was not.
It was incredible.
I think I was asleep during SmackDown.
Totally
SmackDown wasn't really that good this week though. What I watched.
Yeah, I'm tired of 8-man tags, man.
Yeah.
God. Barrett bumped though. Barrett's been bumping this week, man. You know, 8 weeks before we get No More Barrett, we're gonna get him to wrestle for the first time in
Great.
a
he's about to
year.
leave.
Like, geez, it's been forever. NXT.
First time you wrestled all year, right?
I mean,
Is it?
Yeah, definitely the first time this year. Definitely.
Yeah.
He wasn't wrestling even when they had formed, like as far back as.
He hasn't wrestled since Stardust feud, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean they formed right after Survivor Series, League of Nations, and he hasn't. It was the first time he's wrestled for League of Nations. Maybe once.
Who's secretary of the League of Nations? Sheamus.
Secretary of the League of Nations.
Call him line 2, Mr. Sheamus.
I'll suck on that. Okay, on NXT, American Alpha was looking mad heelish the way they were like gloating over the way they were dominating.
I don't like them
Blake and
calling themselves American Alpha. By the way, I don't like that tag team name.
You liked it better as just Jordan and Gable.
Their mom
I don't have a problem with that.
sounds like a law firm.
Jordan and Gable,
Jordan
yeah.
Gable.
Elias Sampson sucks.
Well, American Alpha sounds like a penis enlargement medicine. So, like, I would rather have Jordan and Gable than.
No, I don't like Elias Sampson. He's got a great. I mean, he looks awesome. He can work. You guys, sorry.
That was very true. I can see that.
Like,
But the drifter gimmick with the guitar. First of all, we've talked about this before.
Him with the guitar.
WWE
Jeff
in
Jarrett
music,
his ass.
yeah,
Music
never drew it
is
down.
horrible.
WWE gets music right once out of like 20 attempts.
Think so? It's not that bad.
Yeah, I hate it all.
You're not a fan of a lot of people's theme music.
No, I'm really not. I'm a fan for it in that I associate it with them, but as far as like a piece of music, like I judge it by like whether or not I would listen to it on its own.
True.
And I usually don't want to listen to it ever.
Nope.
Like I'll listen to Sasha's.
I mean, hers.
I could get behind
great.
Rusev's. I know that's
Rusev's
weird.
is interesting.
The cover you made, the trap.
No, I didn't make that. I found
I'm
it.
saying like the one you played.
Yeah, it's rules, man. Play that at the end of the show. That'd be fun.
I love Kevin Owens' theme. I listen to it.
But see, like that's a case of it working for him.
Yeah.
But I still don't think I would listen to that just on its own.
Every time I listen to it, I'm like,
It doesn't. I don't hate it though, so that's kind of a win.
see, Dean's and Seth Rollins and all of them sound the same to me. It's a good like 2 or 3 of them that all sound the same to me.
Yeah, Cesaro, Rollins, Ambrose. Yeah, Batista.
No, I walk the line.
A little bit of Brock.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't help but associate Brock's with Brock, and I love Brock's.
I love Batista's theme. That's one of my favorite themes.
See, I'd missed all of the Ruthless Aggression period, Batista, all of that stuff. Missed all of it. So my first taste of Batista was Boutista.
And you got a good Batista.
He was a great heel, but I was also marking out, so I hated him. I was like, man, this guy sucks. Because, like, you know, he was in Daniel Bryan's spot, man.
But he really didn't want it. He just was doing this job.
He was doing the job. Yeah, I realized that. But I was fully marked out for Daniel Bryan. Like, it was hard not to fully mark out for Daniel Bryan.
Y'all know I still haven't watched the retirement.
Yes, he did. I was there.
Batista's awesome.
It was beautiful. He did put him over. And then he was awesome in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Batista's awesome anytime he's healed.
Like
Ryback. Ryback, oh yeah, that's major news. Ryback turned heel.
Ryback turned heel this week. Oh, and he had a great promo where he was like, what did he say?
He started doing him.
But at the end of it, he was like, what was it? It's like the glass ceiling.
Yeah. And the brass
ring.
I'm taking it.
Break it. Take it. That's classic. That's classic heel promo, man.
Yeah.
Break it, take it. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. I like that.
Take it, break it.
They should do away with the feed me more and just like break it, take it,
yeah.
break it, take
Bruh,
it.
go work for WWE. Why are you here?
Come on.
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Yeah.
I say it every day.
Exactly.
They should let me write it. Their writers suck.
Josh Beech Y'all. Y'all hear him?
Josh Beech Y'all. Hire
I
this
put
man.
all of my ideas on the
We're
Squared
putting 'em
Circle subreddit. All you gotta do is just look for
Just steal them.
She has it up.
Oh, yeah, I
/
do.
you /
What does it say, Jane?
It says, this is the scary hours. Defy from John Cena, with a star next to it. Defy critics, defy logic, defy quote unquote experts, defy fatigue, defy limitation, defy fear, obey passion.
defy
Hashtag-
science, defy morality.
Defy booking.
John Cena is the product of
And what time is it?
mad science and booking.
Hashtag never give up.
4:32.
4:32
a.m.
Scary hours.
yeah.
Prime scary hours.
That's some like Kanye scary hours. Yeah. For real, man.
Why are you up?
Why? I like your scary hours thing, though. I
Nikki
really
must have
do.
ran him crazy.
Kanye said he's putting out another album this summer.
It's called Turbo what?
TurboGrafx 16.
Like a game. That's like
That's a
Who's
console.
putting out a new album?
Kanye.
Oh, Jesus.
It never stops. It will never stop. Easy
Just-
season lasts all year.
just like Triple H in his run. What you
Yeah, it's down with the reign of terror, man. Yeah, Kanye is the reign
No
of terror.
rappers can breathe.
It's the golden shovel, man.
Do not reset.
He is totally Triple H, man. That's the most revolutionary thing you've ever said. Just because that statement started this podcast. That Kanye West is Triple H. Like, I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
And he works hard. He works damn hard.
Huh?
The most. What time?
We are at an hour 5.
Wow.
Yeah, time goes by, huh?
Yeah, it
You guys
definitely
final
does.
thoughts?
Final thoughts.
I was hoping that this background on. There you go.
What you got?
You go.
No, I was just talking about John Cena's background, and I couldn't remember whether it was Mania Play or Mania Star or whatever Mania.
This
was
year
this
is Mania
year.
Star.
He's
Last
got
year was
Mania
Play.
as
Mania
his
Play.
header, and I thought we were gonna like
That's
unopen
Silicon
like
Valley.
like an Easter egg.
This year we need to have Mania Shovel with Triple H. Just a golden shovel, just right there, just with the baby folks.
So what you got?
Oh, I want to say something about the Dudleys, like how they had an interesting shift. Remember
When they
And now
refuse
it's
to be
going-
a nostalgia act now.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm down
And now
for
it's useless because the Usos. I'm calling the Usos the useless Usos.
Uso basic.
Like they shift. They had me going with I was following their division with the Dudleys, like the heel turn. I loved it, and now it's just stale. It's getting stale.
The Usos are boring, dude.
The Usos are super boring.
I'm sorry. They shouldn't be a tag team.
No,
I mean-
they work well as a team.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
One will get lost in the shuffle. No, we don't have a definite a definite star in that tag
of the
team.
two,
Yeah,
they only work together.
they're all one.
They are one. Yeah, but I think that's why they're so boring. Also, you don't see any contrast between the two. You can't even tell them apart. Which one's the cute one, Jane? You said one was cuter than the other.
No, I can point them out to you.
I
if
think
I saw a
that-
picture.
I
I'm
think-
Jane on the
but-
spot right now.
I think you said it was Jimmy.
Find one.
Which one's married to Naomi? Jimmy?
Oh, jeez.
The one that's grabbing Naomi's ass at the end of the show.
Oh,
You guys.
Naomi, dude. It doesn't look real. Is that an implant?
That's real. That's real.
Jonathan?
No.
That's 100%.
So it's Jimmy and Jay and Jimmy and Jay.
Naomi
it's
is
Jimmy.
the sable of ass.
It's Jimmy or Jonathan.
God.
Whatever.
These are nicknames we've got. This is too confusing already. They look identical.
They are.
Yeah, and they I don't know.
It's not because they're Samoan. It's because they're identical twins.
They are. They're definitely identical.
They're identical.
They are identical, but one is cuter.
And it's kind of
Jimmy's
funny,
cuter.
like, you can listen to, like, the commentator, like, I don't know which one's which right
No,
now.
they can't tell. No one can tell them apart. They are the most twin magic-y act ever. They kept trying to... Remember they pulled that? That was a massive part of Nikki and Bree's gimmick.
But we can
for a
tell
minute.
Nikki and Brie because of the tits.
Yeah. I remember seeing... I saw some old clips of Nikki before she got the tits. And her and... It's weird how her and Brie look so much more alike before she just gets fake tits. And for some reason, those fake tits make her look like a completely different person.
Yes, it does. It definitely does.
I'm ready for Nikki to come back. Now
Now
that
she has amazing news. So yeah, update about it.
Oh, sweet.
Cena just gave her a rub, man.
Gave her a rub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a rub.
Gave her
Good
some.
job.
Gave her some of his stem cells.
On that note, we've probably gone over.
Yeah,
I
it's
say
definitely
that.
time.
I think it's about scary hours for the podcast.
Once we reach an hour 10, it's time to call it a day.
Yes, I think so.
Well, thank you for listening. Once again on SoundCloud, and we're on Twitter at r_w_connection. We are Rappin' Wrestling on Tumblr. Email it at Gmail, rappinwrestling@gmail. Until we find a more permanent home, we are on Rappin' Wrestling and SoundCloud. This was episode 4. Thank you for listening to Rappin' Wrestling. As usual, we sign off.
I'm just glad the culture is getting back on some rap shit. You know, for real talk. Like, just stay on some rap shit. But my thing is, like, I know who ran last year in terms of best record and in terms of best records. Like, we made them records. Kendrick made that record. So now we have progressed our plan into tag team. So I suggest that a lot of y'all suck-ass rappers get together, form a tag team, and try to compete. Because right now you're looking at the greatest tag team walking the face of the earth.